morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, my esteemed young barristers-to-be. Today, in our continuation of our series on law lectures, we shall be looking at public international law. That is Law 301, which is public international law. We start by the introduction to public international law, where we say public international law is a branch of law that governs the relationship between states, international organizations, and individuals. It comprises the rules, principles, and customs that define the rights and obligations of these entities in their interactions at international level. We say it is public international in the sense that it falls within the realm of public law as against private law. So much so that everything that deals with public international law falls within the realm of international law. And as I have said, it has three entities: the states, the relationships between the states, international organizations, and individuals to certain extents. So we'll look at how the rules, principles, and customs of international law plays out in reality when it comes to these three entities. Now we have, in respect to that, our normal judicial authorities, which consist of the International Court of Justice, which is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations, and it's often referred to as the world's highest court. International Criminal Court. This court, the ICC, is a permanent tribunal that prosecutes individuals for genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and crimes of aggression. Now, under the statutory authority for public international law, we have treaties, because treaties are key to international law. In fact, we have Vienna Convention on International Law, which spells out how treaties are formed, because treaties are the link between this organization, between states and states, between states and organizations, and then between organizations themselves. We also have customary international law, which statutorily also has some bearing on international law. Customary is derived from the consistent practice of states, which is driven by a belief in its legal obligations. We always say that such international practices and beliefs must be so notorious in the sense that they are generally accepted by the international community, by the international community, as it were, to be so accepted that they are assumed to be part of international law. Well, in terms of books, also we have some books that are relevant to our study of international law. We have so many of them, but I will just mention a few. International Law, a very short introduction by Val Lowe. We have International Law by Malcolm Shaw, and then an introduction to international law by Mark Janis and Noyce, and then Principles of Public International Law by Ian Browley. They are all in the library. If you Google them, any of the names you Google, the book will come out for you for either downloading or for references. What of statutes? For statutes, fundamental statutes in our study of international law, public international law, is the United Nations Charter. The United Nations Charter is key to our study. That is why I have uploaded the charter onto your canvas, so that it will be like a working document for us. I made mention of Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties. I have also uploaded this very important treaty onto your canvas, It will also be as a working document to you. And then the last but not the least is Convention on the Law of the Sea. These are statutes that are our working documents under international law, and there is no way you can study public international law without reference to these three statutes. In terms of cases, we have variety of cases that support the study of public international law. We have the case of Costa Rica versus Nicaragua. It was a judgment of the International Court of Justice in its report in 2018 at page 852. We have also Costa Rica against Nicaragua. The judgment is also on in 2018 at page 1. And then the last but not the least, we have Democratic Republic of the Congo versus Uganda. It's a judgment of the International Court of Justice given in 2005 at page 168. Now, these are some of the judgments that go to tell us what is international law as per the judicial rulings in the case. And then I have also, in your canvas, I have uploaded certain YouTube links on public international law, which I will advise you to also look at them. They will also throw light as to what is international law, just as I am doing in this my own video clip. Okay.